I got started in this field many years ago, really. My first job at the age of 14 was with 3 and 4 year olds. And I think I never looked back. I've been intrigued with them, really with young children, I would say birth to 5 or 6, very young children since I can remember. And part of it is their kind of endless possibilities, right? They're so new in many ways, and they're figuring out the world, and there's so much unpredictable. And yet they're taking it in, they're curious, there's kind of this insatiable appetite to learn and know and relate. So that's one piece of it. Another piece is I started working with children who were emotionally disturbed, is what the term was in the 70s and 80s. And I was taken by the fact that even children who were abused and had had very rough start with their parents, when distressed, called for their mothers in particular. And I was very taken by that, and that really led me down this line of trying to understand parents and children, and that relationship is so important. So then if you fast forward all these years later, we have lots of research, 30, 40, 50 years of developmental research on attachment and parent-child relationships. And now what's coming out is new and exciting neuroscience research that kind of goes with the developmental research and shows us just how important these early years are. And that's what led me to this book. So I've worked with parents and children at Barnard at the Center for Toddler Development, which I run. I've now been here for almost 20 years, and the more I work with parents and the more I get to know them, and really we're in this incredible information age, right? There's tons of information. The web has just blossomed, and it's left parents, I think, very confused. And so that's partly what drove me to write a book, was that I felt like I lived my life immersed in the toddler world, and I'm with parents, and yet there's so much wonderful about the toddler world, and there's so much baffling about it. And so hearing the confusion of parents and how overwhelmed parents are, because it's tough to have a toddler, that's what really pushed me to write this book. I felt like I could really help people get in the toddler world and see their world and then shift their perspective, and that would help them really understand their children better.